Okay, we're doing the interior inspection at 3838 North 60th Street. One thing I just want to note too is that it's on a double lane street. So it's a little bit busier out here. It's not terrible, but it's a little bit busier. Decent properties around it, but I just wanted to note that too for the inspection.
So then now you look at this. This is a standard, a little bigger door than normal. This isn't your standard 36-inch door. So we have to add a little more cost for a special order door on this. So our typical $350 door wouldn't replace this because it's wider.
So Nando, SOS no normal door, no regular. Es más grande. Dios 24, 36. Es like 40 más o menos. So it's más dinero. Eso es. Sí. He was saying, as you want to change this door?
Yeah, this door is, the windows are broke out of it. It's, it's deteriorating. It's weathered. It's better off just to put a new door on. And if you're going to put a new door on, they have to remove all this at the same time. But that's a special order screen door too. So where do you how much money you want to spend on it is where you got to look. Could we just replace this window in here? The door's shut, but you see there's no air leaks around it. There's no weather seal. When you see light coming through like this is just something someone's going to complain about. So a door like this, you would have to almost bump this up to $500 for this door because you're going to pay like almost $350 for the door, $400.
Cinco cientos porque es más grande de un regular.
Yeah, it's not a standard door, and this is what I'm trying to get Robin to understand too when she looks at this. A $350 is fine. You go buy a $150 exterior door, they got money to deal with. Yep. Excuse me.
Okay. And then continuing through here, the owner on this property, he has a tenant coming in on the first of the month, so most of the cosmetic stuff is okay, but we're still going through. We've talked about having notes for replacing the windows throughout the entire property. So nuevo ventanas.
Tres.
Sí, okay, sí, tres más o menos. Uno. Yep, so we were talking about that this picture window is actually equal to 3 regular windows. You can see here that someone did repaint, the seller of the property did repaint recently and also did new cabinets. So these cabinets in the flooring are actually in good condition and we would save that. I'm assuming, and we'll ask the seller here, but I'm assuming that the tenants that are coming in have their own appliances, so there's no appliances in this property right now. So los cabinets están bueno.
Buenos gabinetes. Bueno.
So you like to always check this and make sure there's no leaking coming down, because that'll just be another problem of ruining the cabinet. And this feels like it's good. I like to test everything. That tests the water flow, how much water pressure we have.
Okay. Is there the tenants bring their own appliances at your houses?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
I'm just gonna run to the office and I'll meet you at the next property whenever you're ready.
Is that this next one here, or is it the
Yes.
second one on the list?
No, it's the second one on the list.
Okay.
60th Street, 4936 North 60th.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I'll see you shortly.
So something like this, you can see they put some new cabinets in, but they didn't put any hardware on. So I would add hardware to these cabinets.
So Nande, James dice él quiere el hardware on todos, metal.
Oh.
Él quiere todos. Sí.
And if you notice, they didn't put no shoe around the cabinet here. Matter of fact, when they installed this, this is a protector for the cabinet that you're supposed to take off so it doesn't damage the corner. So like something like this, you would want them to run a piece of shoe around the cabinet right here and around this cabinet. Because
Necesitan eso blanco.
the
Los
shoe.
cabinets también.
Guardascoba.
Sí. Sí.
So like in the kitchen here, you look at this window, this is easy enough to, this one is well within our $220 budget for a window. So we would like to replace this window because let's take the storm off, replace the window, and touch up any painting that happens after they're done. Because someone came in and painted this recently. and we don't have to spend the money on the paint, just gotta do the touch-ups after the window goes in. On this, you look at it, when they put their edging on this is just a bad install on this. So either they're gonna trim this better, cause it's hanging down way over, it's just a cutting, someone could easily cut themselves on this. So you'd wanna fix these countertop edges. They're installed, so we just need to clean them up, like you take a utility knife or something and scrape them down, or a router if they knew how to do it properly with a router. And same thing on all of them, I noticed, every one is not installed properly. So basically in the kitchen like this, you say, okay, kitchen, you look at the windows, they've all been painted shut, so we don't need
New blinds.
maybe a new blind on this one. There we go. So, you know, you're not getting the windows open. And they're trashed. You see all the glazing's bad. It's time. New window. So on kitchen you will check 2 windows.
Those windows in the casino.
The hardware, fix the trim, add shoe to the cabinets. And like I said, we're not gonna paint in here. Obviously, they've got a tenant coming in. I always like to check the doors. So obviously this one here doesn't have the spring either. They're shutting it automatic. And you can see where it's actually causing a problem right here. So this, I would have this reinstalled or remove it because we're hitting. Oh, I think if we just reinstalled it, because it looks like they're just getting loose. So I would have this reinstalled and painted. That way, this actually has a cover over your head when you're coming in, but then we would add the chain for this, for shutting. This door is not too bad. I mean, it's this old screen door. If it wasn't being painted already, I probably would put a new screen door on this. But it seems to shut good, locks good. I mean, could you put a new door in here? Absolutely. And a screen door, because now you look, you see all the light coming through? So I would say yes, let's put a new door on here, a new screen door, because this just isn't gonna seal properly. So new exterior door, new exterior screen door. And we can't test any of the lights because there's no power on. So we're still gonna have to like check that box for new bulbs, door stops, air filter, in our general situation, we wanna make sure we check that. So everything is done. Let's just walk into the living room here. No, aquí.
Sí, necesitas eso blanco en todos. Sí, gotta have that shoe molding and all that. Yeah. See. Okay.
Again, you know, the blinds are okay, but our windows are no good. So you start to get these bigger windows like this, or, you know, a typical window for that is $100. So, you know, I would probably bump these windows up to $300 just because they're wider and bigger. This is where we gotta make changes on the scope of work so we don't end up with a change order coming back afterwards. This window, I would give them like $400 for this one to do this window. So on your checkbox, you would say window, living room, all the plugs have been done, looks like the thermostat's good. Let's see where we're at. We got auto, we got heat, we got cool, and then we'll test the air conditioning. It depends, I mean, we may have to put a new air conditioner in, it's pretty old. But we can, oh, there's no power. No. That can happen. No. Smoke. No paint in here.
No necesitas un smoke aquí, cerca de los cuartos. Necesita smoke detectors for your bedrooms.
Well, actually now we are only adding a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector right in the hallways. We're not doing each bedroom no more.
Uno aquí.
One each. As long as it's 6 feet away from a door entrance, we are up to code. And this, obviously, you could put it anywhere in here and you're gonna be fine.
No más de 6 pies del cuarto. El cuarto necesita tener un smoke con 6 pies.
Just one on each level, that's all we need.
Uno por aquí y uno por arriba y uno para abajo.
Basement, main living room, upstairs.
Right.
And usually top of stairs for upstairs and bottom of stairs in the basement. That's where we would install the carbon monoxide and smoke detectors. So you look into this bedroom, you say, well, we just need a little bit of touch-up painting in here of the white trim. That's just, you know, you could put 25 bucks down for something like that, but then you would want a new window, and we keep the blinds, they look fine. And then on this one here, we have to get the closet doors working, reinstall the closet doors, because they're not on track. So reinstall closet doors.
Is there a line item for that, or do we just? Let's see what it is.
Yeah, I don't know 100% if there is a line item on that. Otherwise, you just create that line item and give them like 25 bucks to do something like that.
Okay.
You know, this is the vent, and we see it's been broken and repaired. However, you're not gonna find this piece of wood ever. So you'd have to get a metal grate. It's just a new heat vent. They make them this size. They could screw right over the top of that. Take that off and put a new heat vent on. Cover, heat vent cover. So basically, just in this room, a little paint touch up on the trim, reset the closet doors, 2 new windows, and a heat vent.
Not much. Okay.
Not much in this one. Everything looks pretty decent. I always check the doors, make sure there's a closet pole, make sure this is all.
Siempre mira, aquí necesita tener
Make
un
sure you
line.
have this, the shelf.
Sí, en todos de los closets.
I mean, even though this is beat up and broken, it's not to the point where we need to fix it. It's just a closet. And it opens, it shuts, test every door.
Está bien.
Está bien, sí.
See like this, you see the door not hitting right here? It's tight, so I would put on the scope of work to readjust the door to suck properly. Because we ain't gonna buy a new door for this, they can just screw it back, the hinges a little bit, they could chip, sand down this door a little bit and get this to close properly.
Sí, necesita.
Pero no cambiar, sino.
Don't change it, but he's saying trim it.
Yeah,
That's what
just,
he's
yeah,
asking.
basically just trim it a little bit or sand it down to get it. Lots of times you can take a block of wood and actually put a block of wood right here and take a hammer, whack, 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 and it'll just adjust the, cause there's shims back there and it, you know, that's what I did over at like Melvina there. I'll put a new door and I'm like, works perfect. You know, we're not looking to give them a brand new house, but.
Sí, or posible con maleta aquí.
They'll know, the contractor will know how to fix that, most of them understand that, but if we tell them that, you know.
Que James dice es tú necesitas tener dinero en la scopa, en la lista, para reparar. Tú necesitas siempre tener dinero for.
So you kinda, if it's not lined out, you have to think, okay, it's gonna take a guy 15 minutes to maybe fix this door, a half an hour, give him 25 bucks to fix it or something. Think of like an hourly rate of someone paying their contractor paying an employee. If he's getting 20 bucks an hour to do this job, he should be able to easily fix this door within an hour.
So tú necesitas pensar cuántos yo pago para un empleado para reparar. Ok, es un hora, 2 horas, ok, $25 en un hora, cuántos hours, and then escribir.
So just kind of look at it as an hourly job.
And we'll go through the actual list next. Let's do the video, and then we'll start on the spreadsheet.
Yes. So again, we always test the doors. We want to make sure doors working, and if it doesn't need new hardware, we're not going to put it on. So a lot of times if we put a new door, we'll put new hardware. But if this is working, we're not going to change it. We don't need to go through because they're all yellow throughout the whole house. You start with one, and you want to go change them all. Only on the handles that are needed. So then you see this, Fernando, is right here. So like even like this, a lot of people need drywall repair, but they make like a door stop that actually sticks to the wall. It's a big round pad. and this is something you always need to know, but you would just add a doorstop pad. It has a sticky thing, it'll go right around here, because it's gonna need it anyway. It's never gonna go away, this whole stopping, unless they put a hinge stop or a door stop. So, put a door stop right here, or we could put a wall one right here, to even make them in this color. So,
Tiene que cambiar toda la pieza.
Tiene un patch a la tienda para eso,
Sí.
para la puerta.
Pero cada pieza.
So again, on this one, you would say, okay, 2 windows. This is our standard window, and that's a little bit bigger window. So we could leave 1 window, on this one, we got 225 for this window. I think we could bump it up to, 250, and then we would cover that one.
So Nando, eso viento es regular, pero los otros es un poquito más grande, so necesitamos poquito más dinero.
So that one, like
Esta
20.
es un poquito más grande.
Sí, sí.
So bump it to like 250. We'll give them 250 for that window.
Sí.
Again, we wanna make sure the closet doors are working properly, these aren't, so they gotta just be put back on their tracks. It has the shelf, it has a clothes pole, so we're good in this room. And then we come in, see like this one here, this handle broke, we would say hallway, this is the hallway in the downstairs, we would have to put a new handle on here. But this is just like their pantry for their shower, their towels and stuff, so we ask for a new handle on here. And that, and then see how it sticks? Same thing, if it's sticking, we wanna be able to either, we're gonna bang that over again, or sand this down and restain the edges of it. So when it comes into like staining doors, you gotta mention that in there, sand it down, restain it. Some people don't understand that they have to do that. We try not to get this to stick. Me personally, I mean, if you put a bigger screw right in there, you're almost there. You know, but a little whack, it'll straighten it out. Obviously, we don't know what's going on in here. So one thing I like to check too, obviously we'd put either a glass block window, a glass block in here.
Sí. Esa también.
A glass block, and that's in there, and it has a window on it. So there is no exhaust vent in here, so we make sure there's always a window in the bathroom. Okay?
Tenerla bien para no tener smoke.
And we're gonna
Sí.
replace that.
Y
So.
queremos lo mismo de tenemos cerca de la lavandora en la casa, es muy fuerte viento.
So you always, if we have the opportunity, you wanna test the water. Like you
So
can,
examine el agua cuando tú puedas.
and you see that this here, as this tile is pretty beat up around here. It looks like it's kind of been patched a couple of times. It is hard, but me personally, I would say get rid of the tile.
That's good.
This is a tub, it looks like it's in good condition, so we would just have demo backsplash or tile surround, re-drywall, and put a new tub surround in this. You always check this, so you go like this, turn water on. You see how it's leaking right here? See how it's leaking? Then you wanna test this too. So you see there's water still flowing here? No good. That means we need
Y este se cambia. Ese y ese.
Okay, so like, there's certain kinds of, these are the mixer valves, this is called. This one actually has a stem valve in it, which is just a brass long stem like this that you re-screw in. And you would wanna put a new stem valve in here, new shower head, and there's a trim kit excursion thing that we do on our scope of work, and I'll show you that. It'll give us a new this, new stem valve, and a new shower head. And then we'll have the whole tub surround with the new window in. Just gonna scrub this up. All we need to do is clean this. There's not doing glazing no more, that is just done. Vanity, same thing. Even though we're gonna replace it, if you take a look, you see like this, there's something's been going on in here because it's rough. So obviously this is no good. We're gonna put a whole new vanity in.
Nuevo.
And then new plumbing. They have no shut-off valves in here. So we, in ours, when we install this new vanity, so hot water is working. But this will be, in our vanity, it says a new 24-inch vanity. Obviously, this is like an 18-inch. And a new faucet, new drain kit, and then they'll add shut-off valves underneath here. So that's all part of our line item. Toilet's fine. We won't deal with the toilet, that looks good, the tile looks good. I mean, they want to scrape the wet areas like this. Just because it's all nasty, we would clean all this up, you know, make it look presentable. Scrape out all the old caulk, recaulk it. And new toast around. I would change this light out, just because it's facing up, it's a single light. I would put the three-way light. This bathroom, however, you know, after they do this work in here, they're gonna have to try and blend this drywall, so we're gonna have to put drywall repairs into this one also. So we'll do that when we go through the line items. You know, look at the here now. You look at the floor. You see how it's all buckling like this? So you can't keep putting layer after layer after layer on the flooring. It only becomes a big trip hazard out there. So I would, on the scope of work, I would have them remove the toilet, remove the vanity, put the new floor down, and paint the trim again, and redo this floor. Because this is just, I mean, is it bad? No, it just wasn't installed right. And that's kind of a judgment call. I mean, they got a big crack, yeah, they got a big seam back here. Yeah, that's, they got, as you can see where that, even where the water from this, you can see where all the, where all the seams are lifting back here. So we would wanna put new floor, and then when you put new floor in, that means you gotta put new shoe in. So then you just measure the shoe, how many feet, you know, say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you put like 11 feet of shoe in there afterwards, and paint, and shit, all part of
Y
it.
el sistema de aquí, ¿cuál es?
No. Bien?
The toilet is bien, is good or
I
not?
think the toilet's fine, yeah, you just gotta pull it off and redo it. Oh, yeah, so no door handle, yep, that's where you wanna test every door. So that'd be, I would probably, because this is so busted up, like we can just put a slab door, and we can have them stain it to match. Just a slab door on this, and new hardware.
So nuevo puerta.
All right, what else do we got? Is there upstairs?